Frenzy Highlights, brought to you by CMSC Driving School, offering flexible scheduling for classroom and road lessons at 6 Central Mass locations. Online at centralmasssafety.org.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglio and Bay State Savings Bank.
Coming up next on the Friday Night Football Frenzy, 2 of CMAS's top teams collide as Shrewsbury visits Nashoba. Top teams in D7 battle it out as Leicester visits Oxford. Marlborough looks to secure a playoff berth. The Panthers host St. John's. And it's a South County border war as Millbury visits Auburn. The regular season is coming to a close. It's week 8, and the frenzy starts right now.
All these pundits out in Worcester, they think they're so smart and so fancy.
All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the final week of the regular season of Frenzy. We celebrated with the bagpipes. History made tonight. Our thanks to Officer Sean Lovely of the Worcester Police Department for the pipes. That's how you get it going. That's how you finish the regular season strong. And we had great games tonight. But I'm already lost it because of the bagpipes.
That's our pregame speech right there. A lot of divisions turned on their ear a little bit tonight. Not so set up in the playoffs coming in because we had some upsets going on the last week of the regular season.
Huge upsets. Some teams playing up at different divisional games, but they meant a lot to the seedings. And we begin with Marlborough and St. John's, and we take you inside the Marlborough locker room with Coach Murphy firing up the Panthers.
Ready to rock, ready to roll. Yes, sir. Play together. Yes, sir. Stay together. Yes, sir. Win together. Yes, sir. 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 Count on Dickens. Count on Dickens. 42. 42. Beat the Johnny. Beat the Johnny. Beat the Johnny. Beat the Johnny.
He's the best. Coach Murphy's undefeated pregame speeches. All right, Marlborough St. John's, first quarter, scoreless game. Colin Schofield on the QB draw. In for the touchdown, it's 6-0 St. John's. 2 plays later, it is Schofield. On the sneak, this is Big Bad, the Mayor.
The Mayor!
Lou Vigil, just pounding his way. That's the essence of Lou Vigil. And then it's Vigil in for the touchdown. Makes it 7-6. Lou Vigil shouldn't be the Mayor anymore. He should be the Punisher. St. John's answering. Schofield hits Jay Brunel. Out of bounds at the 3-yard line. 2 plays later, it's Schofield on the QB sneak. In for the touchdown, it's 12-7 St. John's. St. John's going for 2. Marlborough stuffs it with a huge hit. Marlborough scores with 10 seconds left in the game to win it 29-24. A huge win for the Panthers.
It's election season. Re-elect the mayor. Halloween is on the way, and here is Shrewsbury and Nashoba. 14-6 Colonials, 4th quarter. Nashoba, Sam Belinsky to John Foney. Gets a foot in bounds. Great grab. Nashoba is moving. Same drive. Belinsky rolling. Throwing, hitting Matt Johnson, who's in for the touchdown. We've got ourselves a 2-point game. Belinsky then to Johnson for the 2-point conversion. We are tied at 14 with under 7 minutes to play. Belinsky then firing out to Jack Cahill. Cahill getting through the defense. Staying in bounds, and he's going for the touchdown. 20-14 Chieftains with 1:27 to go. Falling kickoff. It is Alex Cashman on the return for Shrewsbury. Cash, he's somewhere over there. There he goes. Cashman returning the ball all the way out to around midfield. 4th and 2, last chance for Shrewsbury. Drew Campanelli got in and out. Troy Barksdale breaks it up. Nashoba comes back for a big win tonight. 20-14 the final.
All right, here come the big bad Wachusett Mountaineers hosting Westborough. Early on, the Westborough defense, tough. Melky Shabo back to pass, and he is sacked by Ed Lee. 2nd quarter now. Mountaineers start chugging, fresh from the running back tree. It's Sam Brewer. Brewer He's got speed, he's got power, he's up the middle for a big game. Aiden Tomaszewski capping the drive. Tomaszewski following that big offensive line. They hit the sled. Tomaszewski's into the end zone, 7-0 Wachusett. Freshman in the Badlands causing a ruckus, so the bleacher ref having to step in and assert his authority. Late in the first half, here come the throwing Mountaineers. Shabo hits Barry Walsh down to the 25-yard line. Half winding down. It's time for an Alcoa. Fantastic finish. Shabo up top to Walsh for the touchdown. 14-0 Wachusett. The Mountaineers win 28-7. They are the #2 seed and will host St. John's next week.
Lethbridge fans traveling well at Grafton tonight. They're peeling their shirts off in the freezing cold temperatures. Second quarter, Grafton's up 7-0. Here comes Ryan Warner. Getting through. Adam Fields had a great block on the play, and Warner is gone for the touchdown. 14-0 Indians. And the next Grafton possession. Jackson Sonnet with some speed. Gets the edge, and Sonnet can just turn up the heat. Picking up the first down. Hard charging. Grafton's on the move. How about a little aerial attack? Matt Holbrook dialing long distance and hitting Sonnet, who makes a great catch over the defenders. 20-0 Grafton, a great ball from Holbrook. And the Grafton defense was on lockdown. Ben Berube, great open field hit. Trying to keep Northbridge off the board. Late first half. The Rams, Zach Roberts hits Brian Wildman on the screen. The Wildman's loose. He's picking up big yardage, but he's brought down after a first down. Time runs out in the half. Grafton gets the win, 26-7. Playoff-bound Millbury visiting Auburn at Memorial Field tonight. Woolies come out flying. Second play from scrimmage. Anthony Greenwich gets a great kick-out block, and Greeny is gone. To the house, 7-0 Woolies. Auburn would respond. Manny Rosario shoots through the hole, and Rosario, 47 yards to the land of 6. Auburn back within one, 7-6. The conversion was no good. Woolies come right back. Xavier Robles, untouched until he gets to about the 2-yard line, then he just powers in. 14-6, Millbury. Just 20-something kids, and they are super physical. Then the defense makes a play. William Flynn picks off the pass. And the Woolies are back in business. Deep in Auburn territory. Matt Martin loves it, the big fella, number 70. Auburn D trying to make the stand. Colin Fitzgerald, the Irish Express Jr., with a wicked stick. But Millbury just keeps coming. Greenwich doesn't have many seniors to throw to, but he's got Matthew LaRue, and LaRue powers in. 20-6 Woolies. They get the win in Auburn tonight, 37-28.
All right, Burncoat and Hamden Hall from Connecticut at Commerce Bank Field tonight. Hamden Hall getting on the board first. Michael DiMatteo rumbling up the middle for the score. Add the 2-point conversion. It's 8-0 Hamden Hall. More from Hamden Hall. Jordan Revels with a burst of speed. Revels gets through the line, cutting it to the outside. Thinking end zone, but brought down at the 5. Big physical tackle from Burncoat. Good hustle from the Patriots. Hamden Hall capping the drive. Jordan Benoit punching it in. 16-0 Hornets.
That's some big guys.
That's a big school. Burncoat answering.
Touchdown, Hornets.
Alexander Beverly, the quarterback, on the draw. Weaving his way through the defense. Land of 6. He's in for the Patriots. Hamden Hall, though, gets the win. 48-20 is your final. Talking back to that Marlborough-St. John's game, first of all, Sean Mahoney, the coach of Marlborough, and his quarterback, Richie Weber, were masterful in this game. They started from the very first drive of the game using all the time on the play clock. They took possessions away from St. John's, and it mattered. They scored with 10 seconds left in the game to win.
They're really impressed with Millbury. Undermanned, they go on the road, they put their best 11 on the field, and they beat Auburn tonight. They're in the playoffs. Auburn right now on the outside looking in.
All right, we got plenty more to come on the Frenzy. More highlights, more bagpipes. Stay with us, everyone.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by Unibank, the Sullivan Group, Poochie's Fine Jewelry, Milford Federal, the Central Mass Safety Council, Holy Cross Athletics, Harrington Physician Services, Nichols College, the Worcester Railers Hockey Club, and Verterra Nissan of Auburn.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Well, as we said, we have a lot of games to get to tonight that have playoff implications. West Boylston, Murdoch, seeding implications. WB ready for this one. We were ready as well. Mike Ross, sporting the new varsity jacket. He looks outstanding.
Old school Rossi.
WB defense, stifling tonight. Matt St. Dennis and the first team defense all over it tonight. Lions up 35-0 after 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, Murdoch never quitting. Jack Polcard going deep to Quentin Pridgeton. And a great catch for the touchdown. The undermanned Blue Devils just playing tough, gutsy. The future is bright for WB freshman Jared Mooten. Mooten getting to the outside. Showing off the speed. He's going to the house. Gets in for the touchdown. Shea had 149 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns for the Lions. WB heads to the playoffs with a 42-8 win.
Tantasco is at Bartlett tonight. Big one for Bartlett. They need this one to get in. And the Warriors and Indians set to go. First possession, Tantasco driving downfield. It's Sean Farland on the QB option for the touchdown. Warriors are up first. Then it's the next drive for Tantasco. Big Ryan Sears gets a big hole. And the dude is moving. Sears going to the end zone. 13-0. Tantasco. Back comes Logan Paranto. He hits Troy Johnson for Bartlett. Big gainer. And then on the 2-yard line, Paranto to Johnson. Little post and he's in. 13-7. Or here comes Bartlett. Coming back the other way. Hitting on a 2-point conversion on another score. It was a 44-16 win, though, tonight for Tantasco.
Shepherd Hill, Groton, Dunstable, we got fireworks tonight before the game. Man, we had something for everything tonight, something for everyone. First quarter Rams on the 15, the offensive line plowing ahead. Nathaniel Cooper taking it all the way down to the 1-yard line. Next play, it's the big man, Matt Clark, into the end zone. Shepherd Hill up 7-0. Next drive, it is Cooper with the ball. Cooper showing off his speed, gets to the corner, look out. Cooper takes it 50 yards to the end zone, his second touchdown, and the Hill going up 14-0. How about some defense? Groton Dunstable looking to pass. Alec Ambrosia getting the sack. Second quarter now, Shepherd Hill with the ball. It is Anthony Sacco taking the pitch. Sacco into the end zone, 21-0 Rams. Crusaders responding. Ben Rivet. Rivet takes the handoff. Cuts it back, making guys miss. Rivet with some great field vision. He's got the speed as well. 17 yards to the land of 6. Makes it a 21-6 game. Shepherd Hill wins it 28-6, your final.
All right, this is Leominster and Algonquin. Leominster marching band just rocking it, as always. Leominster's Adam Couch off a big game last week against Shepherd Hill. Goes into the end zone for a touchdown, 7-0 Blue Devils. Second quarter, it's J.C. Cora Jr. on the keeper. Blue Devils have another score. Going for 2. Cora feeling the pressure to the end zone. Rudari Caffrey there for a breakup. Cora then tucking it and running. Good speed guy. Sam Crane hanging on and takes him out of bounds. Same drive, it's Cora looking to throw. Finds his guy Brian Rodriguez, brought down at the 1. Next play. Cora takes it himself on that big line. 2-point conversion, no good, but Leominster gets the win, 26-0.
All right, Assabet and Monty Tech, third quarter, 28-0 Assabet. Monty Tech, 4th and goal. Bulldogs throwing. Jake Taylor with some great defense. Holds and makes a big tackle. Then it's the Aztecs running the football. But Monty Tech defense coming up big. They force the fumble. They recover the fumble, and the Bulldogs cashing in. Demetrius Sayrath, the big fella, powers in for the touchdown, and it's 28-6. Monty Tech going for 2. Matt Scanlon and DJ Doucette closing. Good open field tackle for the Aztecs. Fourth quarter now. Monty Tech throwing. Jake Taylor picks it off. Great defense for Taylor. His second interception of the game, and he gets the Assabet turnover chain with the wrench. I love it. And DJ Doucette not done. Takes the handoff. Doucette gets some great blocking, showing off his skills. The stiff arm smells the end zone, takes it in for the touchdown. Assett wins 41-6.
All right, this is Uxbridge and Southbridge, a battle of the bridges, you could say. Uxbridge up at the half, and they're ready to go. Matthew Stark, the king of the north, slinging it to Matthew Kalala, and he's gone for a touchdown. And Uxbridge extends the lead. Stark not done, using his feet, scrambling for first down yardage deep into Southbridge territory. Next play, they're throwing, and the ball is loose. Pioneers are going to recover the fumble. Good job by Southbridge staying with it. Trying to take a shot, a little halfback pass. But it is Stark pointing the football and picking it off. Down on the 2, it's Uxbridge going to Tyler Butler. And the Butler did it. He's in. Uxbridge wins 24-0.
Abby Kelly and Bay Path. Chilly night in the city, and this one was a fantastic game. Abby Kelly punting out of their own end zone. Xavier Adamuska returning for Bay Path. Takes the hop. Adamuska down the sideline, in for the touchdown. Bay Path's on the board. Abby Kelly's lead is 1-7-6. Fourth quarter, Bay Path back to pass. Michael Keeler hits Adamuska. Cyrus Bonsu rips the ball out for the Bears. And the Abby Kelly defense doing things with a huge turnover, and they take it down the field and set their offense up in great field position. From there, Abby Kelly cashing in. Craig Asari breaks a tackle and then simply breaks away. Breaks a couple tackles and then breaks away, taking it to the house. 13-6, Abby Kelly in front. Bay Path answering. Daniel Keefe in the flat, making a man miss. Good stiff arm, a lot of old school stiff arms. Then he makes the man miss, and then he's just off to the races. He did his speed work in the offseason. Keefe takes it in for the touchdown. Bears lead now is trimmed to 1. It's 13-12. Behind the play because of a lazy shooter.
Oh no.
Michael Keeler. Up top to Titus Antuna. Bay Path wins a thriller 20-19, your final.
The Iron Man, Braden Wood, leading David Prouty against Quabog. David Prouty has the ball, looking to throw. Levi West, though, huge sack there for the Cougars. Roles are reversed now. Quabog on the offense, but it's now Jason Freiberg stepping up to get the sack for Prouty. Panthers starting the second half with a screen pass to Sam Dubois. Oh, Dubois spinning, cutting, picking up a first down. Great yardage after the catch. And it is Braden Wood taking his time, rolling, firing downfield, deep. Jason Anderson down at the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 2. It's Jacob Mutlick. Mutlick's on the edge, and he's in for a touchdown. 2-point conversion. Continues the Prouty lead. David Prouty gets the win. Big defensive game, 42-0 for final.
Nipmuc and Sutton afternoon special. First quarter, the Warriors getting on the board first. Judah Washington finding Nathaniel Gould, the big tight end. In for the touchdown, 7-0 Nipmuc. Gould doing it on defense as well. Dishington with that touchdown pass. The junior getting the sack. The Sutton defense playing tough as well. Michael Parsekian swallowing up the ball carrier. Tackled for a loss. A lot of green jerseys all around that ball carrier. That's good team defense from Sutton. Nipmuc driving. Dishington connecting with big Matt Richards. Richards getting the first down, coming right to your living room, and he is deep in Sammy territory. Dishington capping off the drive. Play action. Going up top to Gould. His second touchdown of the first half. Nipmuc improves to 7-1 as they win it 28-0, your final. So Nipmuc rolling into the playoffs with a little momentum, 7-1, and the defense doing it today for the Warriors as they pitch the shutout.
Yeah, no question about it. Tantasco holding serve over Bartlett, and they're going on into the playoffs right in the mix with Grafton. Perhaps a little rematch coming up.
And Bay Path and Abby Kelly, it was a classic, folks. All right, plenty more highlights coming your way on the Frenzy.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Carigula and Bay State Savings Bank.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Leicester-Oxford, what a great game this is. Win and you're in. Both teams knew what was at stake. We were there for the highlights. Let's take you out to the field right now and show you all the highlights. Tim Griffiths, one of the greats in Central Mass. Ready for this showdown? Oxford. Going to the ground game early, and Bryce Goslin and the Leicester Wolverines coming up big and stuffing it. It is Oxford going with a bootleg, tricking the cameraman. Going up top, Tristan Scola. What a great play by the cornerback as he picks it off. Leicester going to the screen pass. Antoine Lacourte makes a great play. The big man picks it off and takes it down to the Leicester 4. O-Town running and trying to get to the edge, but the Leicester defense stringing it out. Great team defense, tackle for a loss. Oxford, 4th and goal, going for it. And the Leicester defense coming up big again. They hold the fort. Wolverines on offense. They go to the ground game, and this time it is the Oxford defense bowing up. Leicester wins the game 23-18. The Wolverines are going into the playoffs.
Marching Spartans performing as Oakmont hosting Auburn. Under the lights, nice night to be up north. Second quarter, 3-0 Oakmont. Colby Smith hauling in the Panther pass, and he's going to take it. 77 yards for the score. 6-3, Auburn on top. Back comes Oakmont. Seth Denault carrying. Grabs the edge, down the sideline, towing his way for a few extra yards. It's the first down. Sideline appreciates it. Late in the drive, Colton Bosselet plunges into the end zone. Oakmont's back up. The score is 10-6. Ensuing Quabbin possession. Xavier Dean with the strip and eventual recovery. A strip sack. Great defensive play from Dean. And that leads to Justin Jameson. Jameson behind the blocks goes 42 yards for a touchdown. Oakmont gets the win, 39-13.
We got Lunenburg and Littleton. Littleton up 22-0 at the half. Third quarter, crazy play. Littleton's Braden Lynn firing. It's tipped. It is picked by Evan Lyons. The immaculate reception. And it's a big gainer for the Tigers. Later in the drive, watch this run by big Mitch Bowden. Oh. Bowden going beast mode. He is just trucking guys. Now that's the Bowdens that I know from Acton. 28-0, Littleton in front.
Always got to be Acton.
Blue Knights trying to get on the board. Chris Kostic airing it out. And Mason Infantino with a great catch in coverage. A few plays later, Lunenburg looking to pass again. Kerr Boyle stepping up and picks it off. The Littleton defense coming up with a big play. Fourth quarter. Tigers looking to put 3 more on the board. It's a high snap. Race for the football. Lunenburg, Sam Tibbetts gets the recovery for the Blue Knights. Littleton gets the win, though. 28-0 is your final. All right, we got a huge game tomorrow. It is going to be Holy Cross and Lehigh playing no matter what. So this one's going to be in a lot of rain tomorrow in the middle of a nor'easter.
And you know what that means? Good for the Mudders, the guys who are going to run up front, maybe like, Peter Oliver, the former St. John's standout, and now a running back getting more time as a freshman for Holy Cross. And as our Brenna Wilson found out, competition is not new to Peter Oliver. It's kind of a family thing.
Freshman running back Peter Oliver is making a name for himself at Holy Cross. He is already earning praise from head coach Bob Chesney, and he's able to do it with his father watching each week.
It's really nice, actually, to be able to see my dad every once in a while, see a familiar face, like stop and have a conversation.
I try to stay, on the outside looking in, but it's hard. It's hard as a parent watching your son on the field playing. You do get a little wrapped up in it.
Being around a field is nothing new for the Olivers. The whole family is athletic. Jeff is the head of strength and conditioning at Holy Cross. Both he and his wife were standout athletes at Boston College.
He gets his speed from his mother. He gets his athleticism from his mother. He's a really smart kid, so he gets that from his mother as well. And he certainly gets his meanness from his mother.
With both parents playing collegiately and all 4 siblings playing sports, Peter has no choice but to be competitive.
I mean, whether it's just at breakfast, whether we're like competing for whoever gets the last muffin or whatever it might be, it's pretty competitive. Yeah, we fight sometimes. My dad can vouch for that.
Is it competitive? Absolutely, in every way imaginable. Whether it came to food or basketball in the yard or whatever it was, it generally ended up in a fight, which I think, as long as nobody gets hurt, it's probably a healthy thing.
Peter has a long career ahead of him, and given his background with his family, he is more than prepared. Brenna Wilson, the Friday Night Football Frenzy.
All right, gets his meanness from his mother. I hope Jeff's going to be okay tonight with that quote. Lehigh and Holy Cross, our coverage begins at 1 o'clock in what promises to be a nor'easter, and we'll be under in a little shed up top, but it'll be interesting. And this is a game for Holy Cross that they really must have. It changes really the way they might attack the rest of the year. Two teams come in, both searching for their a first win in the Patriot League, and for Holy Cross, it's one they have to have, and they've been waiting a long time for it, and they need to get that offensive running game going against Lehigh on Saturday.
Well, I'll tell you what, too. Jeff Oliver was a 1,000-yard rusher in high school. People don't know this. He played in the veer option offense. He was a 1,000-yard rusher. Got to BC, and he protected Doug Flutie. He's got that great strength, and that's what they're going to count on tomorrow from Peter Oliver, is those tough, strong runs, because it's a lighter linebacking core. The front seven, really, for Lehigh is a lighter group. But when we come back, I'm telling you, folks, we got man of the match. We got more bagpipes. Stay with us. The frenzy continues. Historic night. Okay, man of the match time. My man of the match is Marlborough quarterback Richie Weber. The senior was masterful at controlling the game and controlling the play clock tonight. He threw a fourth quarter touchdown to lead the Marlborough Panthers to the upset win over St. John's. Richie Weber, the senior quarterback, the leader, is my man of the match tonight.
I'm going Tristan Scola. He caught the game-winning touchdown for Leicester tonight, had the pick. The Leicester defense, guys like Scola, Gosselin, known for their offensive side, coming up big defensively as well. You saw it right there in the highlights. Leicester with a big win tonight. Scola, man of the match for the Wolverines who are going to the playoffs.
I'll tell you what, the playoffs are going to start next week, and we're going to have some great ones. We're looking at rematches. St. John's and Wachusett going to be a rematch. That one's going to be a great one. Doherty and Shrewsbury playing for the first time this season. That's going to be awesome as well. And then when you go into Division 4, boy, those all four teams, the same as Division 3, same as a lot of these divisions, throw the names in a hat because anyone can beat anyone. Yeah, you throw Nashoba and Marlborough both with big wins tonight over big programs, and now they move their standings a little bit. Grafton and Tantasco may have to meet again. That'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, Doherty and Shrewsbury going to be a very interesting matchup. A lot of athletes on both sides of the ball. Both teams coming in. Doherty's got a game on Saturday, and so we'll see what happens with that. But that should be a lot of fun and a lot of speed on display in that one. And how about Leicester? Everyone had them dead after the first 4 weeks of the season. Tim Griffiths and the Leicester Wolverines getting back up off the deck, and they play their way into the playoffs with a huge win tonight over Oxford. The Wolverines are going to be a team that no one wants to play come postseason. They are a tough, tough squad with a lot of talent as well and some game breakers, especially O'Neal as a wide receiver. Kind of like the way West Boylston's playing going into the playoffs. They're kind of on the no-doubt tour right now. They've got a big couple of weeks coming up with some really good teams in their division, including Assabet Valley and Blackstone Valley Tech. Assabet with another big win tonight, and the Aztecs continue their march to the postseason. All right, we're going to continue our march into the postseason. Sean Lovely's going to march us out with the bagpipes. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you.